Welcome to this tutorial, which is an overview of the assessment-only route for qualified teacher status, otherwise known as QTS. It is most likely that your school already think that you have the skills to gain QTS. What we will be helping you with is in 2 stages. The first stage, supported by us, is to help you towards completing your application. Stage 2 is post-application and supported by both ourselves and your awarding university. We will work together to ensure that you have your evidence in place ready for your final assessment in order to gain professional status. You will be in a fortunate position because, in addition to the university, you will have us to help you with every step of the process. In the next set of tutorial videos, we are going to discuss all of the evidence that you're going to compile to complete your evidence folder. To reach the point where you are now, you may have been with us for a couple of years and have been supported through different qualifications by us. You may have completed your school placements and you are going through the process of proving your skills through evidence. Alternatively, you may only just be joining us now because your school has recommended you for QTS. We will observe you and give you feedback in order for you to be prepared and ensure that, along with your university, we see you teaching so you have the evidence required to qualify. We will also ensure that you have an appropriate second placement that is also agreed with the awarding university. It is important to point out that this course is for assessment only, meaning that you already have the training and skills to become a qualified teacher, and all you have to do is prove that range of skills by hitting or exceeding the targets required for qualification. We will be guiding you through that process and the standards in the coming tutorials. Meeting the teacher standards requires evidence and can be a reflective practice. You must demonstrate that you can apply your skills in a range of settings and scenarios in order to gain QTS. Together we will look at some of your practice and encourage you to think back to pieces of evidence that you may not realise already show you reaching the standards. Typically, evidence is gathered in a folder and presented to the awarding university. As is fitting for 21st century professionals, with our help and guidance, you are going to produce a multimedia folder to prove that you are ready for QTS. If you have been with us for a while, you will be familiar with the methods we employ. But to recap for you and explain for anyone joining us for the first time, you will watch a video like this one. It's going to explain the standard, give you an explanation of some of the key words, and give you some ideas of the types of evidence you can use. You will then reflect on the tutorial and think about it in your own context. You can then either plan to teach in a way that allows you to gather the evidence or gather it retrospectively from work you have already completed. We will ensure that the plans and evidence are appropriate. This process makes the assessment easier, smoother, and more focused. Because of the way the platform and multimedia folders work, you won't have to compile your folder and then explain everything that you've done. You'll simply be able to add your explanations to the folder as you go. This will allow us to assess and align everything in advance of any interviews with or submissions to the university. The university will have access to the evidence directly, which makes everything a lot easier and safer than waiting for interview or final submissions. Your reflection throughout this course is key to your success. I cannot stress that enough. There's no right or wrong piece of evidence. It's really going to be what's relevant to you or speaks to you in your context. The most important thing all the way through is that you are showing the evidence that you believe hits the standards and that you believe shows your teaching in the best light. This is an opportunity to showcase your skills. I'll see you in the next tutorial video.